This little session is all about posture. I wonder what your posture makes you feel like. For example, if I am standing like this, I feel rather depressed. I feel rather old, and I feel as if I have a big belly, and I feel ugly. And we can exaggerate a little bit more, and then I feel as if I was 95. I have the theory, which might be completely stupid. If you are a doctor and you want to contradict me, feel free to do it. I would be delighted, because it means you are watching this. I got the impression, or the idea, that the glands that the glands that produce adrenaline are, if I'm not mistaken, here, and that when we stand straight, we sort of probably squeeze adrenaline out of them. Might be a stupid idea. It's totally unscientific. I warn you, I'm very unscientific. But it might be that it makes us feel, I call them like the muscles of optimism and happiness, and get on with it. When I stand up and I feel this posture, I'm ready to go. Also, what is the image? This is how you feel inwardly. But precisely that's what you look for to the outside world. If you come, let's say, for a job interview, and you arrive, and that is very common. I mean, young girls use their feet very much like this. They seem to think that is quite sexy. I don't know, it looks like a 5-year-old or something like that. If you arrive to a job interview and your back is hunched, your belly out, and your feet like this, I think you will find it difficult to get a job. Also, I think, honestly, when you let go your abdominal muscles, to me, you let go of your youth. I've had 4 children, and I wish I had a flatter stomach that I have. I cannot have a flatter stomach, whatever I do, but I do my best. Because if I let it go, if I let my stomach muscles go, this is me with the stomach muscles held in as much as I can without torturing myself, because this I'm not going to do, this is fine, and this is the full belly. Look at this, full belly, slightly hunched, not too hunched, but simply letting go of my abdominal muscles, lifting the abdominal muscles, and I'm not holding my breath, even though it might have looked like that. This would be the extreme, which is not good either, because there is a lot of pressure here. So finding a nice point where you are actually centered and your belly is in, not too much. Now, another important area to consider is, what is the lower back doing? Lots of people develop very bad lower back pain because of this. Trying to stand straight, as you can see, I am overstretching the back of my knees. I am closing this, that means all the vertebrae are getting squashed together, and that would give me a back pain. Or this other style, which is also very common, even people that are trying really hard to stand straight, this is all closed. All the vertebrae are closed. In an ideal world, one has to stay in a position that is quite neutral. Zero posture. Am I in zero posture? Yes? I hope I am in zero posture. I'll have to check out the video before, because my camerographer, she's absolutely useless. So anyway, you can try these exercises to correct this and find your zero posture. Put one hand at the back, one hand at the front. Move forwards, move backwards, soften the knees, and try to be in the middle. Like pulling your tailbone down, but not too much, not in, just down. And lifting, like the zip in yoga, zipping up these muscles, keeping them all tuned and toned. Now the shoulders, I do have, you might notice very soon, I do have a tendency to bring the shoulders forwards, like lots of people do. And then my arms and hands end here. Not good either. My daughter keeps correcting that, but I'm very disobedient. So you try to open the shoulders back, making sure that the elbows are in the middle of the body or back. If your elbows are forwards, are here, it means that your shoulders are too far forwards. Last but not least, the neck, the posture of your neck. You might see that I have some nasty bumps here. Lots of people have them. Apparently 94% of English population have arthritis of the neck, above the age of 50, have arthritis of the neck. I certainly have it, and I had years of headache, backache, and it still comes from time to time, very rarely, thank God, but it comes from time to time. I don't get any pain here, I don't get any more headaches. My right shoulder still suffers when I use the computer too much. Anyway, these bumps on the neck often come from this, simply this, which is this is a very common posture of anxious people. They are looking up. To anyone they face, they are looking at them up. As if the world is a frightening place, and then the neck is like this, and then these vertebrae are shortening, closing the spaces here, and damaging the vertebrae of the neck. So watch out for that also. A few people are like this. A few people are like that. A few people are like this. A few people are like that. And whichever way your body is twisted constantly, just imagine that you have a table that has constantly, that a leg has gone slightly out of alignment and is constantly kept there. Sooner or later the table will fall. The advantage with our bodies, as with tables, you can't reinforce the leg. We can't reinforce our posture. I suffer from all sorts of problems with my posture. As a young girl, I was very embarrassed about being very flat, and then I was all the time like this. As a young woman, I was perhaps always thinking that everybody knew everything better than me, so I was like this. And I have suffered the consequences, but I'm not suffering them anymore because you can't correct all those things. Thank God the body tends, unlike what we are normally told, the body doesn't tend to decompose and destruct itself. It tends to health, it tends to balance, because it makes us feel happier and better. But your posture, and I will insist on this in many of the exercises we do in this series, your posture is basic for your health, for your well-being, for your state of spirits, for how you relate to the outside world.